Right, okie dokie. I've managed to... Oh, hello. Right, let's just ignore that. I'm trying to see the comments again, but I can't. So I'm just going to set them up. How are you all today? I hope you're all right. Happy Hump Day on Wednesday, because it's Wednesday, not for any other reason. How are we all? Okay, right, so I thought what we might do today, as you're here, give me a wave, give me a like. I can't see your comments right now because I've pressed a button and they're not showing up. So I'm just trying to get them on my other devices. Says. All right. Right. Here we go. Hi, Karen. Hi, Sue. Right. Yeah, so give us a thumbs up or a like or whatever so I can see you're here. And then we'll get started. Right, so my idea for today, I've got lots of things I want to play with at the minute. And lots of things I want to show you, but I'm trying to decide what and when and try and come up with some sort of plan. And I'm still working on that. But I had a pretty good tidy up in my craft room this weekend. It is in by no means tidy, so let's not get overexcited. But it's a lot. I've completely lost one thing I really want to use. But it's getting there. And I've found lots of little packs of cards. Like this one. I don't know how old it is. It's even got the envelopes with it. And I can't remember the last time I bought cards in this format at all. So I thought what might be nice, hi Glenda, is if we made some little Notelet cards that you could send to people. You know, if you wanted to. You know, at the minute, just to, you know, you're great, you're fab, oh, you're alright, sort of thing. These are just little C6 cards, so nothing too major or anything like that. But you know, it would be nice with just for a little howdy do. Right, so I'm going to use some of Sam's leaf stamps and the coordinating easy frames because there's a few different ways you can work them. And I'm just looking for the nettle at the minute because Sam did this brilliant nettle and I think it gets overlooked sometimes because it's a nettle and nettles are seen as a weed. But it's absolutely stunning and it's got all the little veins and everything in it. So, where is it? I can't find it. There it is. There's the nettle. Okay, so we're going to have a little bit of a play with those. Hi Kaylee, hi Susan. Right, so I'm just thinking if we have a little play with these, give you some ideas. I've got some of our everyday sentiments here. So these are wicked because they are just... You're beautiful to me. Thinking of you. You're wonderful in every way. You know. So it can just be a sort of hiya, just checking in sort of thing. Because, I don't know about you, I love receiving post. Post you didn't know you were going to get. You know, obviously we love all Crafty post. Because, you know, it's fabulous. But we do love other two, like just a little card, you know, a little letter or a card that you didn't know you were going to get. Lusciousness. Right, so first of all I'm going to find my nettle. We'll do a nettle first. Okay, so on here there's two sizes of nettle, so we're going to need the little one, and the reason I'm getting the stamp out first is because it only goes one way with the easy frame. And I have been known to set it the wrong way. And obviously I don't want to do that. I want it to make sure it's going the right way. So you can obviously do this in the middle, just as it is, and do like a little layer. Okay? But we're going to do a little skirty round the edge, I think, because it looks really pretty. And what's fantastic about the nettle stamp is it's got lots of detail in it. So if you're thinking, well, I don't really want to do any colouring or anything like that, you can do these in a really, really, really quick way. I'm just going to grab my forest moss and a blending brush. Okay, so we're just going to go on here create. Hi Noreen. My thumb is feeling better. Still a little bit bruised. But luckily I'm an exceedingly quick healer. So it should be absolutely fine. I trapped my thumb in something at the farm last night and it was very, very ouchy and very, very purple. Was not a good look. But yes, thank you, my love. It's feeling... Oh, dear. And this is why, if you'd like to stick your templates down, please do. But I don't think it really matters. Because what you can do... We'll put that in there. I might do just a little edge there. And that's our nettles. So you can see you've got that lovely sort of blended leafy background going already, which is absolutely awesome. Right? So, easy peasy. And in fairness, you might be happy with that. You could do some freehand doodling around the edge. Really, really cool. But what we're going to do instead is we're going to use... These are also really good techniques if you've only got one ink pad as well. Only like, say, one green or whatever. Because you can see that's just one green and you've got lots of different shading, lots of different things going on. Absolutely ace. Okay? So, what we're going to do is ink up using exactly the same ink pad. Okay, so I've used an oxide. You don't have to use an oxide. You can use whichever one you want. We're going to... We'll start here actually. Obviously you could do this bit first, so your lining up's nice and easy, but I'm actually not that fussed if it's not perfectly over the top. I just want to get it sort of. Okay. So you can see all those fabby details. Sam has got into the nettle. But you don't have to do any more shading because all that shading's been done with your inkable already. And these are just fantastic, quick little cards. So we're just going to do a little series of sort of notelets for you to get ready. So like I said, I just found this little pack of cards in and amongst different stuff. I think it was down behind a set of drawers as I was cleaning up at the weekend. And I thought, you know, why not make some little notelets so that if you do, you know, want to send just something to someone, maybe, you know, they're not dealing with the news, it's just to come out really great. Or just you're just thinking, do you know what? I haven't spoken to them in a while, got their address, I'm going to send them a little card. Right, I'm just going to give that a quick waff with the heat tool so I don't rub my arm in it or anything like that. Oh, my dad was about to press request to join broadcast. We could have had a live Billy experience, because I can't lie, if he'd have said request to join broadcast, I would have approved that one. I would have, I can't deny it. Okay, so if I go to, so this is Everyday Sentiments 1. So you can see it's just general good, I mean, there's some you might want to avoid right now. Good times. But I think it is still possible to have good times. So it's just about picking, isn't it? You're wonderful in every way. Lovely. Thank you. You know, if someone's done the same for you and you want to send you something nice, and you want to send them something lovely back, you know, that's also possible too. So, I'm thinking, you're wonderful in every way. Caroline, thank you. You were cleaning up. I was cleaning up Rach. Honestly, You'd have laughed at the live I did last night. Couldn't find a flipping thing. Because of my tidying up. And I even tidied up after it as well. I reckon I might be sickening for something. Right. I mean, it's not like Lou Sims tidy. It's not like everything's in its exactly rightful place. Exactly where it will live forever. Completely labelled and neat. But, you know, it's a start. So, you're wonderful. In every way. Look at that. Now, you can't deny. That would be lovely to get as a little card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that with an envelope from the packet right now. So therefore, like I said, I've no idea. I've got a funny feeling this is from our shop when we used to have a shop, like a go into shop. And we used to pack up cards in tens. So trust me, that's a while ago. And it's with the envelope, ready to go. Look, if you wanted to lay them up, look how pretty that would look. Okay? Absolutely beautiful. But, if you are thinking, right, actually, Bevlar, I would actually like to do some colouring. Right, okay. Or create, for want of a better description, make a scene. Okay, you could do that. Because I'm going to take this tree here. I think I might need a bigger super skinny for that one. Bear with. Because all my super skinnies are in their super skinny folder. They haven't been cleaned yet. Do you know, I haven't completely, you know, gone over the edge. But yes, Caroline, sorry, as I was saying, yeah, the leaf stands, the nettle leaf is so cool because it's got all that vein detail that Sam worked really hard with. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a pencil, if I can locate one. Oh my good golly goshness, I can. And I apologise for my use of good golly goshness. This no being able to pick stuff up still catching me by surprise, like quite a lot. Like I say, the thing most upsetting is I got one of Charmaine's book kits, you know, with the die and the ring binder and everything. And she even, bless her, because I struggle with construction, and she even made notes on all the templates for me. I've put it in a very safe place. I cannot find that safe place, and it's driving me nuts. Like, because I thought that would be a really good lockdown project to have a play with. So there you are. Fantastic. Right, so I'm going to take my tree, and we're going to do a second and third generation stamp on this. So, alright. So should we go something... I'm just thinking. I'm thinking out loud. Doobity 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 doobity. Ah, yes, that is a good idea. I'm really glad I thought of it. Right, so we're going to take a gathered twigs. I caught myself out there. Where? Lost the thread already. We're going to stamp our tree here. Flex the super skinny just to the side a little without re-inking, and then just to the side here. Now what's lovely about this is you can then take, you could stamp it properly for a start, you know, mix things up, right? So you've got your trees there. You can then almost decorate them however you want. Okay, so I'm going to grab some eco lines, whichever ones my hand lands on first. Well, if my hand can land on any of them, that'd be good. Right, I ended up grabbing two. So, speaking of eco lines, did you see Sam's brush lettering thing yesterday? If you didn't, go back and catch up in the videos, because it's ace. So I'm going to get some greens out. I could just do lots of greens, but I think I want to add a flash of the purple in there as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go around and I'm going to add splodges of green. Don't worry about them too much, just little splodges of green. So you could do something similar with, say, your explosion powders, you know. And then here's just going to be little dots, it's a bit more faded on the sides, you know. But if you fancy just having to go at something a bit more, adding a bit more colour in, a few more in here, right. And then this is, oh sorry, if you want the colours, I am sorry, that is bronze green, this is grass green, which has got a slightly more lime green hue to it. It's a bit brighter than your bronze green. Have to say, love eco lines, love distress, obviously, use it a lot, but I do sometimes wish they'd collab on colours, so I didn't have to try and remember all the colours. There you go, just a few little dots in and around here. Can anyone see where I'm going yet? So we're adding these in. Now in fairness, with the dots, so now I'm going to go to pastel green. And we're going to add in a few of these. Now you're not going to see this. I don't think this is going to come up quite as vivid with other ones. But you can see, actually, I quite like the dots. I think they're... in the words me and Sam use, I'll tell you for what, in a bit, you know, they're not offensive at all, the dots, are they? And this isn't proper watercolour cardstock, so, you know, the technique I'm trying here may not even work, because we're going to go in and then spritz and just sort of let them move. So we're just creating a little scene. And I'm going to do that before I do some grass flicks at the bottom. And then we're going to add in just some little pastel violet. I was going to say violet as well. Sort of buds. Because I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get springy sprungy. So we're just going to put a few of these here. They don't have to be lots. Now again, like I say, I think that looks pretty cool. I'm actually quite pleased with it. Looks better than I thought it would. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mini mister. It's got some water in it. Okay. And we're going to spritz. And just let that move out slightly. Okay. And then heat it. Because I don't want it to run too far. I want to lift it up so I don't bend my blending mat. This would probably have been better had I used... archival ink for the tree, but I think it's alright. And you've got a sort of watercolory scene. Any chance I could stop Pretty Gets Gritty? Do you know who you need to talk to about that, Joe? Lynette Jasper. Once a week. Got your price list sorted yet? Once a week. Guess how many times the answer has been yes, Bev? I'll get that right over to you. Not a lot. Okay. So, okay, and then I'm going to do something similar from the bottom. We're going to flick up around here. Just give a little base line. along where your chalk line is, and then you can decide whether it's worth what's the word, rubbing that out or not. Do you know what, I'm just going to take a little bit of green up the side of that tree, and I might put a couple of little lilacs down here. Don't know where to put some more. No, that's fine. And then we're also going to my desk is still on a tilt though, I'm telling you. Everything rolls. Just to soften that up there, right along the base. And then you've almost got this sort of watercolour. Oh, there we go. I'll put it on here. I can heat it while it's laid down. I overspritzed that, something terrible. But that's alright. Like I say, it's not watercolour cardstock, it's just the cardstock that was in the card pack. So I just wanted to have a play with it, make sort of just a little series of cards. Is that gloss card you're using? No, it's not gloss card I'm using. It is. So, when I was tidying up my craft room at the weekend, I found this little pack of 10 cards in envelopes. Just little, they're not even cream. I would say sort of like an ivory colour. Do I know where they came from? No. But one of the things crafting together is all about is using the craft stash you have. So I thought, oh, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little series of notelets using these cards, so that if you have got somebody you want to quickly make something for, you're thinking, do you know what, I just need to say hello. What a lovely way to do that, sending them a little card through the post that you've made, just to say hello. I'm thinking of you, you know. I won't say virtual hug because that can annoy people. But you know. And that fits on there like I measured it on purpose. The stamp. Or the card, I suppose. Right, so I'm going to take that out. I'm going to get, I think I might get my forest moss back in for this. Okay, so you've got the sort of watercolour-y effect card that you've then got to send to someone. So I'm just going to quickly heat set that ink so I don't wipe it with my arm. Okay. You know, because I was reading this really cool thing online the other day, basically about boats and storms and all that sort of jazz, and it's very true. What's the perfect situation for some people right now isn't going to be the perfect situation for anyone else. So we've just got to take each day as it comes. There we go. I'm going to put that with its little envelope, ready to go. They would look really cute layered up, I'm not going to lie. So that is now the second notelet in our little series. Okay, so why not, let's go for number 3. Because I've got a pack of 10, I can sit here all afternoon, really. I can't, honestly, I have a show sort to do to prep for, so no, I don't. But let me just put these stamps back on here. I know, it's like I'm a different human. I'm liking the tidy desk feeling though, I'm not going to lie. But don't tell Lou, she'll tell me I have to do it all the time. Right, so I think the next one I'll go for, we've got a maple or an oak. I think I might go with the maple. And I'm going to go with the big one. I'm going to go with the big one. because sometimes it's like if your stamp, you feel if your stamp goes off the front of your card, you can't use it. And you absolutely can, of course. So we're going to use our maple. I think we're going to put it on sideways like that. Okay. I am trying to keep up with comments, guys, so if there's anything you would like to see, anything you want to do, just let me know. Right, so, oh, a right-hander sew. I thought I'd given up that habit, I really did. Right, so, drive myself nuts. Well, a maple leaf, if that's not time for crackling campfire, I don't really know what is. Where's my crackling campfire? Here we go. So, I would really like one of those, speaking of campfires, this is going to sound random, but as we were talking about campfires, well I was, I would really like one of those like fire pits for the garden. I'd love one of those. Bear in mind when I say this, we don't have a fireplace or anything in our house at all. We don't have a fire or a fireplace or a hole where one used to be. Nothing. Which means no mantelpiece. Which is very weird for some people to understand. Living in a house with no mantelpiece? How bizarre. Right, so we're going to stamp, I think, here. I'm going to lift, just to flex our super skinny. Squeak. See, I can't do it when I'm trying. And then we've got our maple leaf there. Absolutely beautiful. Right, now what we're going to do here is we're going to take a paintbrush, a little one. Now I'm one of those annoying people that Charmaine was talking about on the telly last week that uses water brush but doesn't always put water in them. But it's because I really like the brush but I can't always control the water. It's a true fact. But I understand why it's annoying. But, oh hang on, my little favourite paintbrush is there. So this is just water on my paintbrush. I'm just going to go around and I'm just going to pull some of the colour out of my crackling campfire. Like I say, this is not water cardstock by any means, but it seems to be handling the water quite well. It's not doing the pilling or piling or whatever it's called. That's one of those words I just can't make stick on here. No fireplace in my house either, but I do have a chimney in the... Yeah, see, I would like one of those. Don't miss a mantelpiece, babe. Funnily enough, I do wonder if I had a mantelpiece, would it just be another surface that stuff gets, for want of a better description, dumped on? And then you get annoyed. For example, we've got like an Expedit, or what is it, a Kallax unit. Lots of people have them, don't they? But we've got one in the living room because it's really good to put like the kids' toys and techie things and stuff like that in. And I did, after Christmas, in like the wreaths and garlands and stuff were put away, I did say to people that if anything on there, if I found anything on there that didn't live there, I would be putting it in the bin. Yeah. So we'll see how long that lasts. So I'm just putting a little bit more campfire in so I can go onto my blending mat. So I can go in and just add a little bit of a darker shade down a few of the veins. Just get a little bit, but you can see how easy that is. You know, it's not like it takes any sort of colouring skill. Well, obviously not, or I wouldn't be doing it. You know, don't worry about blooming light source and all that sort of jazz. Yeah, well, you can if you want, but you don't have to. Just going to go bringing down there, and basically I'm just going until I've used up that bit of ink on my mat. You can see. How cool is that? Lovely. If you feel you've done it too liney, just spritz it. You know, that's absolutely cool too. Okay. More bizarre if you had a chimney with no mantelpiece. That's true. But yeah, because I suppose people do have mantelpieces with no fire, don't they? They have like vases of flowers and stuff in front. I just figure it'd be something else I'd have to not dust. Okay. So we're going to put that there. And then, oh dear. Okay, let's have a look. I think we'll go back to our everyday sentiments. And we're going to go with have a marvellous day. Because you have to have a marvellous day. It's one of those things. You don't have to be happy all day every day. Because you know, you're not Dale Winton. But I've just got a raised eyebrow from the kids. Who the hell's Dale Winton? You know Dale Winton. But if you can find one thing, you're onto a winner. Have a marvellous day with our crackling campfire going across there. And that is just a lovely little hand stamped notelet. Again, you could go on to here, you could add in some doodle detail if you wanted to go in, if you wanted to spend a bit more time on it. Okay, so let me grab the other two. Oh, let me get it this envelope so it looks sad. Next to the other two. So we've got our maple, our tree, and our nettles. Okay, 3 awesome, really quick notelets that you could put together. Like I say, these are cards, if you have just joined, these are cards that I found in my stash when I was tidying my craft room. Okay, so they're not perfect for water techniques or anything like that. They're just something I found. So they were worth having a play with because I didn't even know I had them. Okay, so I love that. If you don't know you have them and then you find them, it's like free craft stuff, which is even better, isn't it? So yeah, I mean, and that's half an hour. Half an hour. And we've done these 3 notelets, okay? Right, so what I would like you guys to do is if you like the notelets, okay, raise your hand and I will and I'll pick one to send one to. Okay? I'll pick somebody to send one to. Tell me which one's your favourite. There we go. Tell me which one's your favourite and I'll decide which one I'm going to send and who to. How about that? Boom. And when I say I'll decide, I'll promise to do it fairly. Like, I'll just get Abby to pick a random name, because that way she'll be nice and fair, because she's a good girl. Alright. I just think it's a nice idea. If you've got someone's address at the minute and you have a way of sending them something that will make them happy, why not do it? Okay. Raising your hand, Shireen. Fantastic. I'm not that quick. Yeah, whatever. Fantastic. Sorry, I was just waiting because what I'm watching is far behind where I'm talking, so I was just making sure that everybody was putting a thingy on. Alright then, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I can't believe I actually managed to accomplish 3 cards in half an hour. I don't think I've ever done that in the history of my crafting life. But that's the way it goes sometimes, isn't it? So thank you so much for joining me. There are lots more fantastic lives coming up on Crafting Together, all brands. So make sure you keep your eye out for those. There is loads of fantastic stuff for you to get in, to watch and learn. And if you've got any questions, please ask on the group. Or if you're just feeling a bit pants and want to talk to somebody, also put it on the group. We're all here. And from what I was saying earlier about boats and storms and whatever, we might not all be in the same boat, but we are in the same storm. So if you need anyone to grab a paddle with you, you can do that. Alright? So don't be stuck. Always get in touch if you want to talk. 3 cards in half an hour, I know, so it's just amazing. Alright then, guys, thank you so much again. Have a fantastic rest of your week. Make sure to keep up with the lives. And also, as you're having a look through your groups and whatever, if you see something you like, you hit a like button. If you see something you really like, put a comment on. It could just make someone's day. Alright then, guys, thank you very much. Bye-bye.